The comment I was making was in response to it was a phone-in program, and it was, I've said similar comments in other places. It was in response to a question from actually one of our clergy in England. At its heart is the issue that we're a global church. The Anglican Communion is a global church, and that wherever we speak, whether it's here or in Africa, or in Asia, or in any of the 143 countries in which we are operating, in which there are Anglicans, we never speak exclusively to ourselves, but we speak in a way that is heard widely around the world. And so when the point I was making, because the question was essentially about why don't we just go ahead and do gay marriages, we have a profound disagreement within the Church of England about the right thing to do, whether we should, whether the Church of England should perform gay marriages or have blessings of same-sex marriages that have been, where the marriage has taken place in the civil system under the Same-Sex Marriage Act, which came into effect about a week ago, 10 days ago. The point I was making is that we are starting 2 years of facilitated conversation about this, and we are not going simply to jump to a conclusion, to preempt that conversation in any direction at all, but we need to spend time listening to each other, listening to the voices around the communion, because what we say, in that case in England, has a profound effect on LGBT communities around the world, has a profound effect on other communities around the world. And the example I gave was a particular example from some years back, which had, I think, had a great impact on my own thinking. We need to be aware of the realities on the ground in our own countries and around the world, and to take those into account when we're moving forward. It doesn't mean you necessarily do something other than you feel is the right thing to do, but you're aware of the need perhaps to do it in a different way. It means, particularly in these conversations, we have to make sure that we hear the voice of the LGBT communities, which themselves in many parts of the world, including in our own countries, suffer a great deal. And we also need to hear very carefully the voices of other members of the church, of other faiths, of ecumenical partners, so that it is a genuine process of listening, and in listening to each other to listen to the voice of God.